What's good? It's your boy Fanon. What's going on, man? McGregor boxing stars in the house, man. How you doing this morning? Say, I gotta figure out. Oh, I gotta figure out how to mute this. There you go. All right. Yes, sir. What's good, man? United Boxing Talk. What's happening? Howard Reed, HC Boxing. What's good? J Dub, 20 Texas. What's going on, man? African King. So what's up, Fanon Don? It's wet farts here. You changed it, dog. Yeah, what's good? Joey Chavez was good, man. Harold Jones was good. David Wilson was good. The architect, Thomas Moreland was good. I'm watching you spit. What's good? I appreciate that, Marlon. It was Thomas. I'm sorry, man. Moreland. Grayland was good, man. Brian Oyola, as usual. Man, I don't know, man. I thought the PBC was dead too, man. I thought it's been dead for like 4 years now, man. I thought it was going. It's supposed to have been dead for like 4 years, man. It's like a White Walker or something. That's what it is, man. It's like what is dead may never die, you know? Yes, sir. So look, man, love it. Love it. I got a phone call I got to make too today, by the way. There's rumors that Tyson, excuse me, what's his name? Tyson Fury is not applied for his boxing license. That's what Sky Sports decided that they were going to pay their they're going to pay their reporters money to go find out, as if it takes 4 months to get a boxing license in Las Vegas. I mean, what do you think they're not going to give him a license or something, or he's just faking it? He signed the contract for the fight, but he don't really, he didn't do the license. He ain't serious about it. Steady trying to throw doubt in that about that fight. Mark Bennett, what's good? How you feeling? You said good morning from Cali for Nana Don. Man, you're a lucky man being out there in that nice weather. High cost of living, but great weather. Brooke Broderick Hunter, what's going on, man? Mike Biggs Boxing, as usual. What's good, my man? Zolife 3813, what's good with you? The Boxing Creed said, jab the like if you in the building. Yes, sir. We got 64 people in the house, man. Let's try to get these likes up. I already got my dislikes up. The dislike crew is in full effect already. Roughhouse Boxing TV said, top of the morning for everybody in the chat. That's what's up. Sports guy, what's good, man? Foul Pacino. I like that. Fanon, salute to you and the whole chat. Salute to you as well, my friend. Gravy Davies, Hustler Slim in the house. What's good? Akeem the Great. McGregor Boxing Stars got another video on finance comparisons later tonight, man. Breaking down the costs in UK and the US and what you get for your money. Oh, man, good. I'm looking forward to that, man. I enjoy those type of videos. African King, PBC was dead before it started. Oh, man. Completely dead. It's amazing how it's supposed to have been falling apart, man. It's amazing. And now you got Showtime they said that they're going to significantly expand their boxing offering. Significantly expanded, which means, well, I don't know what a significant 20%, 30%. 10% would be they would add another 3 fight cards, I think, because I think they got 30 fight cards over the year, but they got $40 million per year budgeted. I think they had a $40 million a year budget. They take that up to $80 million a year. They can get, and they give it for championship fighters, not just everybody, but championship fighters. They'll have some really good matchups, man. Down in Alabama with you, brother. What's going on, Carlito Colston? I'm looking forward, man. I'm looking forward to seeing what that's going to mean, man. But I tell you this, that they're adding a significant amount of more dates to it. That's what Matchroom was counting on, man. Or Eddie Hearn was counting on that they were going to be able to offer the boxers more dates, more opportunities to fight, and siphon those guys off to go fight on the zone, who nobody has. So we'll see what happens, man. Corey Brown said these UK boys who thought your dude Eddie was coming to America to take over are about to find out the PBC and Showtime Boxing aren't playing any games. Hey, man, you start a bidding war against people that are here who already have the fighters. They have 160 fighters under their fighting for the PBC, 14 world champions, umpteen contenders, and a direct line to the boxing gyms where the best up and coming fighters are coming from. It's not a recipe. Talking all that smack, he should have came in here trying to partner, trying to get his stuff going, trying to work with people, but he didn't want to do it. He won't come in there flapping them lips and keeping fights from happening. Because I don't understand how in the world you're going to overcome a reputation for being a guy that actually prevented your boxer from getting the biggest purse, the biggest guaranteed purse in heavyweight boxing history, and you wouldn't let your fighter take that fight. At a certain, man, that has to stick in the mind of certain people. Look, man, we got 95 people in the building. We got 32 likes, and we got 3 more dislikes. The dislikes are doing their job today. Good morning to you, Randy Ridley. Corey Brown was good from Memphis. Oh, man, I lived in Memphis. My son was born in Memphis. Mike James Boxing, what's good, man? Ronald Finkley, as always, man. As always, welcome to see you. Happy to see you. D was 74. Glad that we got that little glitch worked out and you're back here, man. So what's good with all the boxing heads at Phenon International Boxing? Feels great to be back on the stream, man. It feels great to have you back on the stream. Thank you, man. I hate that I couldn't have solved that problem back before. Rampage Fan 33 said PBC is backed by Waddell and Reed. They damn sure put a lot of money in there. But I think that was the initial investment that took place with it. And I think they might have divested. But I don't know. You can't truth from fiction on those type of things are hard to tell. Anthony Johnson, what's good, man? By the way, as usual, you sent an article to me, man. The one that you sent this morning, I did a video about it. Right after you did, I was like, oh, this is cool. I appreciate when you send those comments to me, those articles, Anthony Johnson from Sky. Actually, no, I haven't done it yet. The one about him, Tyson Fury not having applied for his license yet, as if that means anything. This fight's 3 months out, man. It's not like they don't know who he is and they can't get an expedited license in there. They signed the fight. He does his brand. I already looked up the rules and all that stuff for how you do it. I'm going to follow up with a deal on it. Good morning, hey, my man, Blood Boxing, man. Hopefully we can do it this weekend, man. I hope all is well with you and your family, and you guys are hope that you're well and you're in a good state of mind, man. And my thoughts are with you. Shamboya Me says Shabazza Boyami said, what's good for non? Just Shabazz is good. All right, man. Shabazz, I got you, man. Shabazz. All right. Black Fight Fan TV, what's good? Said, good morning, brother. Eddie showed the whole world his hand and got beat down, slapped up. Slapped up, beat down, dog. Just going to roll in there trying to tell, hey, man, we got the dates. This is how we're going to get you. Nah, man, we'll just pay a little more money. How's that? How about we do? How about you? But he started a bidding war, man. And how you not going to beat? If you can't win a purse bid, you're not going to beat CBS in a bidding war. If you cannot win a purse bid against All-Star Sports or some All-Star Sports, something like that. They only put on one fight card and they beat out Matchroom Boxing for the Dillian White Kubrat Pulev fight. If you can't win that, how in the world are you going to beat CBS and Showtime and the PBC in the bidding war, dude? If you can't offer more upfront, money than Deontay Wilder, than Al Heyman and the PBC can for your own fighter, and you got to make your fighter turn down all that damn money because you can't match it. How are you going to outbid somebody, man? You ain't going to do it. And now you're looking bad, man. He's looking real bad. Looking real bad. George C., good morning to you as well. Anthony Johnson, what up? Okay, so my man, Slip the Jab. Always happy to see you, man. What's good? Let me roll down to this super chat, man, I see down here. Ronald Finkley. Good morning, Boxing America and the UK, the best fights. Yes, that's all I really want to see, man. I wouldn't care where the fights were on if it was the best fighting. Mr. Boxing all day. Warren responds to Boxing News 24/7. Warren responds, attacks the Sky Sports for embarrassing, lazy, unprofessional journalism. Great article. Dog, it is. It's a hit. It's a Sky Sports hit on that fight. I'm telling you. It's a Sky Sports hit. And Matchroom Boxing are trying to make a hit, take a hit on that fight, man. Without a doubt. For you to do an article saying that Tyson Fury hasn't applied for a boxing license yet in Nevada, what is that? What are you trying to get people to believe? First of all, how difficult will it be for him to get a boxing license? You know he's going to turn around and get a boxing license. They just want to salt and keep doubting people's mind about whether that fight's going to happen or not. It's the same. I'm telling you, it's the same thing that said it in the video the other day. It's the same thing that Bob Arum was doing to Lucas Matisse versus Manny Pacquiao. Like every other day, you see something from Bob Arum saying he doesn't think the fight's going to happen. We don't. What's his name did the same thing. Dan Rafael, right in the bed with him, talking about he doesn't think the fight's going to happen. Right, because they want it, but it winds up what happened? It winds up happening. It winds up happening. Tyson Fury said that he was going to take the fight in front of like 20,000 people in Ireland. Showtime said the fight's going to happen. Frank Warren said the fight's going to happen. Deontay Wilder said the fight's going to happen. Why would they go out of their way trying to cast doubt on whether the fight was going to happen? Boxing Scene repeated what was said by Eddie Hearn today in an article. Eddie Hearn says that the fight's not happening. I mean, of course, Eddie Hearn doesn't want the fight to happen. And so, what's going on, man? Ricky Sammy said, Fernanda Don, good morning. Let's keep it going. Let's keep the fire going. Pound LDBC, absolutely, all day, every day, man. Look, yeah, we're going to do that for sure, without a doubt, man. Without a doubt. Cash is King Boxing. Was there a financial increase in the Showtime budget for higher purses, or is this just more dates to spark a similar budget? I didn't see the details. Fuck, who got to see the details? What they said was they were going to significantly increase their, what does it say? I will read it specifically. Dude, ain't nobody get to see the contract, dog. It's not like they're going to jump out there and say they got $1 billion for it, but then not, and it's really 250,000. But what he says is this, and you got to, where is it? They finalized a new 3-year deal, significantly expand the live boxing program. If they're going to significantly expand the boxing program, they have to be spending more money because they've got to have more fights. I doubt very much, Cash is King, that they're going to cut the salary of all the boxers and ask them to fight more. I mean, you're never going to see the details because it's not a contract that they're going to show you. You'll see the proof is in the pudding. These cats have already put on 30 fights. They already put 30 fights on a year. So you're not to see the detail, man. I don't even know. Honestly, man, I don't even know where you're going with that. How much detail do you want to see? Because the more I'm starting to hear from a lot of cats, man, it's like, I need to see the detail. You're never going to see the detail, man. Unless you work for Showtime or you work for PBC, shoot, you don't even get to hear Al Heyman speak. So why would he be flaunting his contracts around? I suspect that these cats are going to do what they've always done. Pay boxers a good amount of money to fight. That's what they've been doing. That's why you got people like Adrian Bronner laughing at offers from Eddie Hearn. And you got people like Errol Spence Jr. saying, thank God for Al Heyman. These guys are getting paid, man. And if they're going to significantly expand it, what else is that supposed to mean? If they don't increase the budget and they just put more fights on with the same budget, that means that they got to cut the pay for the boxing for the fighters that they already have. So just logically speaking, trying to compete with ESPN and trying to compete with DAZN, trying to compete with HBO. Do you think that they're going to cut the salaries of the fighters that fight with them? Fighters that aren't signed to the network on a fight-by-fight basis, but are signed to the PBC in an advisory and managerial capacity? You think they're going to cut their pay? I mean, come on, man. Just come on, man. I mean, sometimes you gotta think your way through questions, man. Let me tell you. Fury just posted from Big Bear the other day. Oh, he's gonna be training in Big Bear. What's good on, man? CB Sports, Carl Burrell, Sports TV. What's good, man? He said, Diesel, the hate is real. It's crazy, man. I mean, you know what they're trying to do. They're trying to cast doubt in the UK about whether or not the fight was going to happen, man. You know, they were doing the same because Anthony, and here's the thing, because Tyson Fury's the real champ over there. You can go through whatever logic you want to have. He's the lineal champion. He's the guy that beat Vladimir Klitschko. And he didn't get his ass decked and beat up to do it. And the fact that you have a whole lot of people that aren't buying that stuff over there anymore, man. So they're going to try to attack. They're just attacking. They're really attacking Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury hasn't applied for a license. Fuck out of here, man. JMJ 2121. What's good with you, man? Much love in the super chat. I'm gonna run down here a little bit further, man. Derek Marcel said, "My G for 9 in the building." What's good, man? Layla D, how you feeling? Black Ham TV, salute to you as well, man. Oh, Lowland Profits, AJ tickets ain't sold out yet. I don't know, man. I haven't looked for a while, dude. Hey, man, seriously, have you been hearing anything about that fight? Have you heard I'm not hearing anything about that fight. And that's got to be frustrating, man. That's got to be frustrating. I'm going to go down to this. I'm just going to do a quick. You're not going to be able to see this because I can't do it on I can't do it. I don't share my screen because I don't feel like getting in any type of drama. But there is for showing like an advertisement I'm not supposed to or something like that. There's all kind of funny ways that you lose your ability to stream. Let's go down here, man, into this news and see if we see anything about Anthony Joshua in the boxing news from the UK, even from the Peter Fury. Huey has to beat Kubrat Pulev. Let's see. Linares returning. Johnny Nelson joins fight against hate crime. World Boxing Series Super Series 2. Oh. Wow, here's an Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua labeled better than Mike Tyson after an incredible workout display. Got to go down a bit, man. Got to go down a bit. That's the only thing that I see today with his name on it. Go down further. Okay, yesterday there was one article on Povetkin reveals on Boxing News and Views. Okay, Tyson Fury, Wilder. Just nothing in there. Povetkin looks battered after sparring session. Damn, Alexander Povetkin looks battered after sparring session with Anthony Joshua rival Daniel Dubois. So Alexander Povetkin got beat up by Daniel Dubois in sparring. There's not a lot of buzz about this fight, man. What's good, world? What's going on? What's blazing in sports? So I'm saying, man, it's just like there's no buzz whatsoever about Anthony Joshua, Alexander Povetkin, and this fight is less than a month away. This fight is in 3 weeks, and there's no buzz whatsoever for this fight. Marshall Simmons was good. Said, Fanana Dom, word up, bro. Nice to hear you doing your thing. I believe too many people hear their word to Fury Wilder fight. Clearly, it's not an event Matchroom wants as it takes the interest. It does. There's no talk about Alexander Povetkin and Anthony Joshua. And there will not be any in the United States because nobody's getting DAZN to watch that. Eddie is talking about Deontay more than his fighter. Yeah, there's nothing to that. It's a crap fight. It's a step backwards for him. Anthony Joshua chose to take a step backwards. They chose to take a step backwards in their career instead of stepping up to the plate and fighting for the unified heavyweight championship. Chose to. And you chose to take a step back in your career. Man, ain't nobody interested in that crap. Lowland Profits. You know it ain't sold out though, but I joined a dark contest to win 10 tickets to the AJ fight. Cost me $5. Hell no, man. Lowland Prophet said he joined a dark contest to win 10 tickets to the AJ fight. Cost me $5 to enter. Wow, dude. Man, they got them tickets is easy, dude. Them tickets is easy. What did Black Fight Fan TV say? Frank Warren said Eddie lying about tickets. They say they ain't sold 50,000 tickets. Did he? Oh, Lord, that's hilarious. No, they shouldn't. It's a crap fight. Who wants to see that? Man, come on, man. He's getting tanked. And that's all Eddie Hearn's fault, man. That's all Eddie Hearn's fault. All Eddie Hearn. Terrible promoting job, man. To make your fighter, to lie on your fighter, make him look like he's ducking, thinking everybody's going to believe the nonsense coming out your mouth, man. Just shut up and make the fight, man. Oh, my God. That's hilarious, though. Layla D. Marshall, oh, that's right. Bang for non-international. Smash the like button. Yes, sir. That'd be nice. Look, I got 11 dislikes. So let me talk to you 11 people out here disliking. And I don't mind you disliking. That lets me know you're here and that you hear what I'm saying. Anthony Joshua is digressing in his career. Either you're going up, you've plateaued, or you're going down. If what is true, if what Black Fight Fan TV said that Frank Warren said is true, that tells you he's digressing. But he chose to digress. Yeah, I got 2 more dislikes. Come on, let me get them dislikes. I don't mind the dislikes, man, because I know you're listening. Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn is doing a terrible job promoting Anthony Joshua. He has totally isolated him from his natural fan base. I'm good, Dark Truth. How you feeling? He has isolated himself from his natural fan base in the biggest financial pool for boxing in the world, the United States. He has a reputation for ducking. And in the new world of boxing conversations, when somebody starts calling you a duck artist and talking about who you're ducking right now, that carries a lot more weight than your insignificant little assaults on fighters that nobody knows. And let me clarify this for the 13 dislike people. Every time I do a video, I get in these little debates with some of you guys, and you talk to me about who did Deontay Wilder fight? Has he fought anybody in the top 10? He fought cruiserweights. Look at his resume. Nobody cares about his resume. That is in the past. They care about who is he fighting next. We don't have to worry about him going back and fighting Chris Arreola. That fight is over. Just like we don't care about Anthony Joshua having beaten. Did he fight Derek Chisora? I don't know. Did he fight Derek Chisora? We don't care about the fact that he fought Eric Molina. Nobody cares. They care about who are they fighting next. And the fact of the matter is Anthony Joshua is the one that looks like he didn't want to fight. You got Tyson Fury saying it. You've got Frank Warren saying it. You got Lennox Lewis saying it. You've got everybody with that. Not shit. The vast majority of people say that, except for you bots out there who are just going to try to sell it and try to sell it and try to sell it. For me, the dude was done when he said he would freeze out he was going to freeze out the WBC champion. Anthony Joshua proved he's a moron right there. You can't freeze out a champion. He's got the belt. What are you going to freeze him out from? Aside from this, the blatant ridiculousness of freezing out a fighter, Like, you don't care what the fight fans want. You're just not going to allow the fighter. You're just not going to allow him the opportunity to compete, is what he said. Dummy, you can't freeze out somebody that's got the WBC belt, because he can just fight whoever he wants. And every fight he fights and he wins is a heavyweight championship fight. You can't freeze out a heavyweight champion from the heavyweight championship. He's already there. But people in the UK know that. The real fight fans, the people that have been watching the boxing matches for years, already know that. It's you yuppie bluppy, teetoting ass newbie to the game cats that think everything revolves around Anthony Joshua. Can I get another dislike? You think that you get more views on your channel because you have Anthony Joshua's name. I'll tell you this too. Yeah, you get more views when you talk about people ducking, because it irritates fight fans. And irritated fight fans will like to share their opinion about somebody that's ruining the sport. That's news. That's news. But Anthony Joshua doesn't make the news. Boxing is the news. Anthony Joshua is just somebody that's in boxing. Boxing was here before him. Boxing will be here after him. He did not create the sport. And you all are learning that and you are now learning that. Because even in the UK, people have turned on him because they know a front when they see a front. UK was originate boxing in the form that we have it now. Marquess of Queensberry rules was started in the United Kingdom. Not the whole sport of boxing. So people, no need to give me the Egyptian history lesson. I understand where you're coming from on that, and I acknowledge it. But the UK fight fans have traditionally been excellent fight fans. They supported the fans. But what happens now in the UK is you got this charlatan, Eddie Hearn, and Sky Sports milking that love that you have for the game, milking you dry because of it. It is now in the UK an exception to the rule for a fight to be on a regular subscription feed. It's the exception to the rule for you not to have to do pay-per-view. Damn near every significant fight is on pay-per-view. The first fight that I've heard of coming out of the UK in a while that I was halfway interested to seeing that's not on pay-per-view is Hughie Fury versus who the hell is Hughie Fury fighting? Whoever the guy Hughie Fury is fighting. That is the first one. That's the first one that I've seen. Oh, is it Kubrat Pulev? That I'm interested to see. That's not on pay-per-view. You guys are getting milked dry. Eddie Hearn is everything pay-per-view, 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 pay-per-view. So much that you think that that's a normal thing, and you make fun and you insult people in the United States if we're not getting milked. It's insane that and this is to my man Conor McGregor boxing talk, or McGregor, in the video that he did, talking about how much money he has to spend every year in the UK. Subscribe to my man. He said he's going to do a video on this later this evening. And it's important to know for you UK fans, we in the United States pay more per fight. We're going to pay more for pay-per-view. So Canelo Alvarez might be $79.99, close to $80. So people here got to pay $80 for a pay-per-view, right? That's one pay-per-view. UK, you got to pay roughly $25 for a pay-per-view. But the difference is you're paying pay-per-view every month. So when I looked at the numbers that I spent on boxing this year, at the end of this year, I might spend $600, $700 on boxing all year with pay-per-view and my subscription. The cats that I was talking to on McGregor's channel said that they're going to be up towards $1,200, $1,300 US dollars on boxing. UK fans, if you're a hardcore UK boxing fan messing with Eddie Hearn and Sky Sports, you have to pay twice as much to watch boxing as people in the United States do, and your product is half as good. Go thank your, but you don't care. But the casual fans don't care. You guys don't care because all you watch is all you watch is Anthony Joshua anyway. That's just one. You got to pay 2 pay-per-views a year, but you're not looking at the rest of these cats. All the other fights. Oh, I got 14 dislikes. Thank you. Come on, man. You guys are getting milk dry and don't even know. And you're assisting. And now you got people. Hey, by the way, Weedy Guitar Studio, I checked out your guitar video last night, man. That was sweet. I like that, man. You really play that thing. I'm just trying to tell you. Oh, Mr. Boxing all day? Hearn, Snake Hearn, crap cars, crap. He's like, that's all right. I didn't mind that one. Mr. J Dub, I asked 10 people in a barbershop yesterday, did they know Anthony Joshua, Joshua was? Now, one of them knew who they thought he was somebody from the hood. Yeah, ain't nobody going to know him, man. And they're definitely not going to know him now. They're definitely not going to know him now because he isn't even fighting on Showtime in the afternoon. You just hit him. Stuck him over on DAZN. Who's getting DAZN, man? I said, Callie Frigg said, get that UK promotion out of our American Boxing Network. And it's a shame, dude. But he has had an effect, though. Now, he started a bidding war, which is going to raise the price of boxing for American fight fans. But American fight fans aren't going to, we've already been through that phase of every damn fight we want to see being on pay-per-view. That's what happened to Showtime. I mean, that's how Showtime took out HBO. Because HBO at a point in time, maybe 2-3 years ago, it seemed like every fight was on pay-per-view. They had Gennady Golovkin versus Gennady Golovkin versus somebody on pay-per-view. I was like, are you kidding me? Why am I paying for this? I don't want to see it. I want to see the crap, but why am I? It's ridiculous. Hey, watch this, Ross Clot. Y'all moderators act like us when somebody, you get blasted, dog. People are not going to take that. The word, if you put that word in there, you're going to get blocked, dude. I'm telling you. Don't get surprised, Ross Clot 22. If you call somebody a name, you're going to get thrown out, dude. We do age roll calls up here, man. Ain't nobody in there's 18 years old want to hear you insult them because of what they think about boxing. What my man McGregor Boxing Talk say? I got to go back. I said, Fanon, go harder with each one. Sometimes it's a relaxed conversation, but man, I'm just a believer, man. We got that ridiculousness needs to be called out. McGregor Boxing stars. Eddie Hearn is not going to be a success unless he changes his UK model to a US model and bring actual fights. Yeah. Standing in the way of Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, trashed his reputation. Trashed his reputation, dude. Oh my God. Ben Ponchetta said, I'm just waiting for Char Okendo WBA heavyweight clash. You and about 5 other people. Weedy Guitar Studio said Eddie will be exposed unless these fans are hopeless. I mean, it's already happening, man. I'm telling you, people are not going to watch stuff that's not good. At the end, because we got too many sports, man. There's too many. And that's another thing. That's really why St. Cruising, by the way. Blood 78 for 9 and Mr. Boxing today. Very best sites. Appreciate that, St. Cruising. Look, that's what part of the problem with. I mean, look, man, the PBC was trying to push things in the way of having sponsors pay for fights by having it air free on major network TV. And the promoters and the media that work for the promoters did everything they could to discourage it, to badmouth it, to shut it down. And keep boxing in the model that it was, where these cats get to put everything on pay-per-view, where you got to pay extra money for everything. Oh, McGregor Boxing stars of UK boxing per cost is far inferior. Oh man. Oh, I don't like to say that, man. I don't like to say that about UK boxing. I love the UK boxing fans And I used to love watching about box. Oh God, what is it? Oh God, dog, man, it's not BT. It's Box Nation. I would turn off the volume on. I have a subscription to HBO, and I would watch HBO fights on Box Nation. Thanks, Box Nation. Just because of the way they call the fights. But that's what they did. Eddie Hearn is trying to return U.S. boxing to that model. And he's even stupid enough to tell people that, yeah, they'll overpay fighters to get them on the zone. And once they build up the zone, then they'll try to cut the pay of the fighters and give us more crap fights for more money. Crappier fights at a higher cost. I mean, that's what that bait and switch stuff is, man. That's what the bait and switch stuff is. They don't teach defense in the UK. I don't know. That's a boxing talk, man. Oh, Wilson said, "Barry, my lips are sealed." Hearn, man, they just need to kick rocks with all of that, man. They really do. I'm just not a big believer in it, man. Oh, Weedy Guitar Studios, my pleasure, man. I'm telling you, if there are people in the chat that got comment that have channels, I mean, let me know. If you ask me to subscribe to the channel and check the channel out, I'm going to do it, man. And I'll hit the bell icon. So Weedy Studio dropped a video. I think it was last night. Because, I don't get all notifications. That's really frustrating. But I got a notification from Weedy Guitar Studio last night, and I ain't really enjoyed it. Very bluesy guitar, man. Sounded very bluesy. Like the blues. I like the blues, too. Blues guitar. Roughhouse Boxing TV. Subscribe to McGregor Boxing Stars today. This paid advertisement is brought to you by Roughhouse. God, dog, I hate this little arrow that is in my way. It's brought to you by Roughhouse Boxing TV. Fanon, your oratory is always on point. I appreciate it. I try. I'm excited about boxing, man, because I'm happy to know that Showtime doubled down. That's exciting. Because Showtime, Showtime is damn near saving boxing for me. The partnership between Showtime and the PBC was one of the best things to happen to boxing. And I'm going to point to one fight card that for me really exemplifies what they're doing over at Showtime. That 154-pound one-day tournament that they put on. Like, I like the World Boxing Super Series, right? But the World Boxing Super Series has never put on a championship tournament in one night. At 154 pounds, you had the IBF, the WBA, and the WBC 154-pound titles all on the line in the same evening. You had Jarrett Hurd fighting Austin Trout. I think that was the I'm pretty sure that was the IBF. You had the WBC, which was Jermell Charlo fighting Erickson Lubin. You had the WBA, which was Islandi Lara and Goshaw, all on the same night. All three of the major championship belts, not all, because there's the WBO, which was sitting out there floating with Saddam Ali, all of them on the same night. I have not seen a more stacked fight. I don't remember another a fight card that stacked. But what you get from other channels, and I got to say, I am enjoying ESPN Plus. But you go to ESPN Plus and look at the card that just took place with Ray Beltran and Jose Pedraza. There was only one competitive fight all night. One. And that was the main event. Other than that, every one of them were mismatches from the Colombian, not the Colombian, was he Colombian or Brazilian? The Brazilian Olympic gold medalist beating up on a dude that looked like he was literally half his size, to Katie, whatever her name is, the female boxer who was, again, beating up on somebody that looked like they had been in the boxing ring twice, who was literally half her size. Just completely ran through both of them. The fight was never competitive, the fight at all. And that's what you get to see. And then you get at the end of and you got Isaac Dogbay, who I like. Dogbe fighting a guy that dude got staggered the first time he got hit with a jab. That guy was completely baked. Completely baked. I think the guy that fight Isaac Dogbe was the most shot fighter I've seen in the ring this year. As soon as he got touched, he was wobbled. That fight was clearly meant to make Isaac Dogbe look good. To make the I forget the name of the female fighter, to make her look good. Right? To make the Cuban, to make that Brazilian guy look good. All of those fights, I could have told you the outcome without ever turning the TV on. That's not something that people want to see on. That's not going to compete with the NBA. That's not going to compete. I mean, even in the NBA, I'm not watching basketball games where there's no competition in it. Right? Or football games where, I mean, football is a little different. Cats, because they're really ride with their home team, love to see blowouts in football. Right? But man, it's just not going to cut it, man. But the PBC, that's what they bring to the table. So now you've got Eddie Hearn and DAZN coming with more mismatches. I've seen the cards on Matchroom, a bunch of mismatches. One good fight and a bunch of mismatches. The undercards are complete and utter crap. That's just not cool, man. McGregor boxing stars. No one in Katie's weight class will ever be competitive with her. She's an Olympic gold, 5-time amateur, 8-time European champion, a unified world champion with 6 fights. Let me tell you, man, somebody can be competitive. If nobody can be competitive with her in her weight class, she need to move her ass up. That's my take. She's fighting. And I don't mean Katie Taylor, by the way. Katie Taylor is the UK girl. I'm talking about a girl from the United States. But if nobody in your weight class can compete with you, move up. Move up. And I don't believe that to be the case, because you have, what's her name? Clarissa Shields. Clarissa Shields, 2-time Olympic gold medalist. 2-time Olympic gold medalist. Just had a very competitive fight with a lady. I think the lady might have moved down in weight to fight her, right? I think she did. I'm pretty sure she moved down in weight to face her. Same thing. There was a decently competitive fight with Cecilia Brækhus. Cecilia Brækhus is shit. She's the shit. She's the shit. The number one female boxer in the world, and just an incredible fighter. She fought somebody a weight class up and caused her problems. If Katie Taylor moves up, they can find somebody that can box with her. But they're not putting her in there with somebody that can. They're putting her in a weight class, probably a weight class smaller than she needs to be. And shit, just move up. Somebody will fight her. I'm sure her weight class is poor. Just move up. Move up in weight class. That's easy. Everybody can do that but heavyweights. Everybody can do that but heavyweights. If you are walking through people in the weight class that you're in, and it's nobody's problem, there's nobody to compete with you, unify the belts and move up. That's what I'm saying. Unify the belts and move up. There's a competitive fight for you out there. If you're not a heavyweight. And in the heavyweights, there's multiple weight classes within the heavyweight division. You know? Like, somebody left a comment in my comment section the other day. I'm sorry, man, that I had to block you. But come on, man. Dude was talking about how Deontay Wilder was fighting cruiserweights. And I'm like, look, man, when somebody moves up into heavyweight, the fights at heavyweight, he fought a heavyweight. But Deontay Wilder could probably fight. He's fighting at around 220 pounds. He was at a 25-pound weight disadvantage against Luis Ortiz. He fights Tyson Fury. He's going to be at a 20. He might be at a 45. He might be at a 40-pound weight disadvantage against Tyson Fury. 30-pound weight disadvantage against Anthony Joshua. That's what I'm saying. There is no, when you talk about heavyweights, if you're the heavyweight champion of the world, you are the pound for pound champion, because nobody else has to fight somebody 40 pounds bigger than them at the weigh-in. At least when you have somebody like if Chocolatito moves up, Chocolatito, that guy has got to be around the same weight the day before. When a heavyweight fights, and you're 215 pounds, you can fight a guy that weighs in at 255. Tony Alger said, women fighting sucks, boring. Hey, man, I think they could make it more exciting, women's boxing more exciting, if they would increase the rounds. That two round, if they increase the rounds, you probably get more knockouts. Because I see Cecilia Brackets teeing off on people, but then the round stops. It's like, hold on, man. If they let that round go a little bit further, this fight might not go as far. And it could be more exciting. You know, you're not everybody's going to be Ann Wolf. You know, where Ann Wolf was damn exciting, man. So, you know, it is what it is, though. Oh, the jukebox said mismatch is Aram's philosophy. Clearly, it is. Grayline Watch said the PBC has to force the best fighters, force the best fighting the best. Likewise, otherwise, the increase in dates are irrelevant to us. I think they're already doing it. I mean, they have good fights, man. I see good competitive. Well, yeah, you know, it is hit and miss from time to time. It has been this year. I'll agree with that. The person in your comment section don't know ish about boxing in my Roger voice. Yeah, you know. Oh my God, man. These kids be trying to tell me, these dudes trying to tell me stuff. It's like, it's obvious you're a kid, man. Obviously. When you say that somebody has a heavyweight championship, never fought anybody in the top 10. That's not possible, man. And who cares if the top 10, all them rankings are phony as can be, man. Or not phony, they're real rankings, but they're super subjective. And the heavyweight division is not very deep. I mean, can you name other, if you're not Mr. Boxing Today 2, by the way, subscribe to Mr. Boxing Today 2. If you're not Mr. Boxing Today 2, it's going to be difficult on you naming 15 heavyweight fighters. I mean, I challenge y'all. Name 15 heavyweight fighters that you don't think are garbage. That you wouldn't call, that one of these guys wouldn't call a bum. They're like, yeah, you didn't fight any top 10 fighters. That's not true. But even guys in the top 10, they'll just say, oh, but he was a bum. Yeah, he was a fighter. He was in the top 10, but he was a bum. Ridiculous. Mr. Boxing All Day said Christy Coal Miner's daughter, Martin, was exciting to watch on Mike Tyson undercards too. Yeah, she used to be throwing them hands, dude. Man, she got the brakes beaten off of her by Layla Ali, who has no business being in the Boxing Hall of Fame. No business whatsoever being in the Boxing Hall of Fame. I was down with Layla Ali. I was watching it. I was enjoying it because she looks like Ali. She moves kind of like Ali. Like you know, a father, like a daughter moves like the genetics of it. You know what I mean? You could tell that's his child. Not that she's anywhere near his level, but just the way she moved. It was like, damn, yeah, she does. She resembles Ali. But after that, that was it. She won no parts of Ann Wolf. Ann Wolf with a woo-wee. Goodness gracious. Oh man, D74 said Curtis Anderson, the genius of boxing in the house. Yeah, that dude is like the Rain Man of boxing. Let me go back. Mikey fighting Spence is crazy. Oh, hold on, where'd it go? Oh God, I hate it, man. I'm bouncing around. Oh, Mike, there goes St. Cruz. Mikey fighting Spence is crazy. He could end his career with the beating that's waiting for Garcia. Yeah, man. I think he's fronting, man. I mean, I don't know. I can't say. He might be serious. I don't know. I don't want to insult him by saying I think he's fronting. But you know, it is what it is. Look, we got 174 people in the building. Let's get those likes up or the dislikes up. I know I had to irritate at least 15 Anthony Joshua fans. Suave Dog Sports said, anybody work out in a gym in Kansas City or St. Louis area? I need a southpaw to get work in. Oh yeah, I wouldn't know. U.S. European fighters are taking over. How you figure that? I hear that. I don't see that. European fighters, I have not seen them taking over anything. They're having a hard time right about now. Actually, I mean, let's go to the spreadsheet. My man, Blood Boxing. If you're listening, that's my shout out to Blood Boxing whenever I say that. Let's see if they're taking over. I know they took over the cruiserweight division. That's for sure. Boxing rankings. These are a little dated too. But all right, so there are none have heavyweight championship belts. They have one guy has all the cruiserweights. Adonis Stevenson, Dimitri, they have 2 of the light heavyweights. No super middleweights. 2 middleweights that are doing well up there. None at 154. None at 147. I think 1 at 140. They got Lomachenko, one at lightweight. None at super featherweight. None at featherweight. None. You're not going to see any more any further down. None for the rest of the divisions because they're not going to get anywhere down there like that. So that's far from a takeover. But Usyk is locking it down over there at 200 pounds. But God dog, he dang sure just got the brakes beaten off of him over there. Kovalev is out of there. Yeah, I mean, but they're good. I mean, they're doing well. They get opportunities to fight for championships quick. They put them in there quick. But they're not going to last. No individual cat is going to really last that long because they don't turn pro till they're like 30. You know, and that's no fault of their own. I mean, I think they just really do in Eastern Europe really look at the amateurs as the more important thing. What's good, Ryan Clark? How you feeling, man? Picasso said, Fanan, what do you think about a fight between Erickson Lubin and Joey Spencer Jr.? I'd like to see it. I'd like to see it. I can't remember if I saw Erickson Lubin fight after Charlo. I got to go look at it, but I got to look at that, but I'd like to see it. What's going on, Chinulua Farmer? My man, he said HBO promotes and likes to promote Eastern European fighters. I think the lack of a great hope from United States is a problem, so they look to Eastern Europe. Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. I think they're just trying to save money. Because they don't need, in the United States, you don't need a big hope in sports. Other than, I guess, in football, like the quarterback position. Oh, Lubin versus, it's with Kevin Cunningham new too. Oh, Kevin Cunningham, now that he moved down to Florida, is starting to make some of that dough, huh? Curtis Sanders said, for 9, it was HBO's agenda for the Eastern European fighters to take over, but it didn't work out. Nope, it didn't. And they're giving these cats a lot of championship fights fast. Like, that's really the thing. It's like Demetrius, like Bivol didn't work his way up through the ranks to get his shot that quick. You know, we got a promoter that's in bed with a commission sanctioning body, and they give him a fight early against a dude that's got a belt that isn't that good. You know, the question to me is, what happens, man, when the rubber hits the road, man? What happens when you get evenly matched with somebody? That's why I kind of I appreciated Lomachenko and Linares. You know what I mean? But dude, still, Lomachenko got 12 fights, man. He's not going to make it to 25. Rims, shouldn't do boxing is dead in the States? Dude, you're on a boxing channel for United States, man. I'm in the United States. This video is PBC's bankroll gets bigger, Showtime doubles down. How is it dead in the United States? I don't get that, man. Y'all, I mean, I get why you people say that, but that's what you call wishful thinking. People have been saying boxing is dead forever, man. Cash is King Boxing. Did you see Eddie Hearn on the cover of Ring, latest issue? Eddie promised in article to be 5 times more eccentric and arrogant in the United States. That's going to get his ass thrown out, dude. Oh, Ben Panchetti said, I've just found this channel. Do you have weekly chats? I have daily chats. Monday through Friday, right around 10 a.m. Central Time, United States time. Basically, about an hour ago from now, Ben. So yeah, we do them daily. Eddie trying to get presidential. I mean, that's not going to pay off, man. It's really not going to pay off. Being more eccentric and more arrogant. Why? I don't want to hear you talk. Oh, Darcel Marcel said HBO ain't even pick up the Alvarez rematch. Oh, for real? Because they don't want to see they don't want to see that dude. Hey, cool, man. Thanks, Ben. Thank you for subscribing, man. Hey, we're not going to agree on everything, man, but I hope I hope you stick with me. Living in the past glory, dude, you're on crack, man. I mean, sorry, man, but you're just get out of here, man. What are you talking about? Living on past glory. Dude, we got the heavyweight champion of the world and Deontay Wilder. We've got, let me go to the spreadsheet, dude. Let's see if they're dead. The WBC American champion. Let's see if they got American champions here. We got an American champion at heavyweight. We have 1, 2 champions at super level. Let me count our world champions. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16, 17. Down to flyweight, we got 17 world champions. We got 17 world champions, man. How's that dead? We got 17 world champions. We got people starting bidding wars. We got Matchroom Boxing coming from the UK, opening offices in the United States of America to try to get American fighters. How is that dead? Just be real. How's that dead, man? It's just killing me, man. I mean, that's wishful thinking, man. It's dead. Living off past glory, dude. Trust me, man. United States keeps boxers, dude. We keep boxers. Hey, Lambo, goodbye. Don't do that crap, man. Lawrence Williams, they're looking for, and many top 10 mandatory fighters. Yeah, I mean, I just went through the champions. And they keep coming out. Dude, our boxing is straight, man. Don't prey upon our downfall, homie. It ain't gonna work. Okay? It ain't gonna work. Fanon, I'm tardy to the party. What's going on, Junior the Truth? Roughhouse Box says, subscribe to Marlo's Corner for the best boxing knowledge, trivia, and commentary. Ask Kurt Sugar this paid advertisement is brought to you by Roughhouse Boxing, Pound LDBC. Subscribe to Marlo's Corner and subscribe to Roughhouse Boxing TV all day, every day. Great comment. Man, I'm telling you, there's a lot of great comments going on in the United States, man. I mean, a lot of great boxing going on in the United States. It's just that you had HBO trying to do us wrong for a while and trying to get cute because they didn't want another Floyd Mayweather Jr. Floyd was trying to charge him too much money. Yes, Lawrence Williams is a killer on that. He is a killer, man. D, is that D 21589? Yes, that is he. Marshall Simmons. Absolutely. Lawrence Williams a killer on that trivia too, man. Duck Room Boxing is trying to recruit American boxers. It's like, yeah, man, how's that work if people still all trying to come to America to fight though? Yeah, American boxing's dead. But all the Eastern European fighters are coming over here to fight. How's that work? Why do the big Mexican fighters come to the United States to fight if American boxing is dead? How's that work? How's that work? How come the biggest money making boxer in the world is fighting the United States? and that's Canelo. It ain't Anthony Joshua. Anyway, man, nah, you guys can say what you want, Doug. Yeah, sure it wasn't. I mean, Curtis says Fanon always bringing the heat, man. They got to stop. Hey, man, y'all making me patriotic up in this joint. Derek would salute Fanon. 98% of Americans going to be watching college football the day of Anthony Joshua fight. You got that right, dog. Jason Fanon, tell him, dummy. I'm trying to tell you, man. That's what they act. That's what that is. It's crazy. It's crazy how people want to keep saying that, man. It's like if you say it enough, it makes it true. It's like people keep people that don't like Deontay Wilder talk about how he's broke. He's broke. He's fighting for peanuts. The dude is a multimillionaire. Do you not understand what millionaire means? It means you're not broke. AFU should have been praising Floyd. Should have lost it with that, man, because talent, and here's the thing too. Talent, cream rises to the top. Cream rises to the top, man. You can try to set up a fighter to be something that he's not, or try to tell people what they are. Eventually, the fighter that you're not praising, you can kill some of them. Don't get me wrong. Some fighters that are great fighters won't get the chance. But when you got all these fighters knowing that the one thing they do, if they beat everybody, that they're going to eventually get there, you're going to have a bunch of people you'll get the real deal come up. And that's a perfect example of Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather was not supposed to be what Floyd Mayweather became. That was supposed to be Oscar de la Hoya. You know, that was going to be Acelina Freitas. You know, that's who was supposed to be that guy. The guys like Acelina Freitas. But it wasn't, but I'm sorry, but it didn't work. Because Floyd was like that. 17 world champions, and that's in one division. Oh, yeah, you know that, dude. What's that got to be? Like, what's that, the cruiserweight? Man, oh, dude, they got so many doggone belts and ridiculousness going on, man. But that, it is what it is, man. Cream rises to the top, dude. You're not going to be able to muffle these guys, all right? Because somebody is going to be well-rounded, knows how to fight, is going to get up, and the guy that you like is going to get the brakes beaten off of him. That's a lesson that you learned. That's a lesson you learned that Andre Ward should have taught people. They allowed. Now, how are you going to promote? This is when HBO lost. They didn't have much credibility before this, but they definitely lost credibility when they did this. When they said, look, Sergey Kovalev versus Andre Ward is for pound, number one position. First of all, the only person moving up in weight class was Andre Ward, not Sergey Kovalev. But when Andre Ward beat Sergey Kovalev, they crapped all over the fight, and they didn't give Andre Ward his credit. Cried and complained about the decision and all that. Andre Ward comes back out and knocks the dude out. Then, it's low blows, it's this, it's that, it's this and that. Andre Ward was a real one, man. And they never wanted to sell that story, even though Andre Ward had everything that they say that they want in somebody. He's polite. He's an Olympic gold medalist. He's a nice guy outside the ring. He's an articulate guy outside the ring. He never did any issue, never had any type of issues or any type of problems outside of the boxing ring. He did everything that Anthony Joshua did. Which is why I'm saying if Anthony Joshua was a heavyweight in the United States, he would never have gotten what he got out of the UK if he was in the United States. Because a guy like Anthony Joshua in the United States was not part of HBO's plan. And that's why, even though he's an Olympic gold medalist and he's a nice looking guy and they promote him to death, don't nobody in the mainstream media here in the United States give half a damn about Anthony Joshua. And they never will care about Anthony Joshua. The only chance Anthony Joshua had in the United States, the only chance he had in the United States of being successful is if a core fan base got behind him and started speaking highly of him and started talking about how he was really the best fighter, and he had that amount of talk behind him from hardcore boxing fans. But Eddie Hearn ruined that. When he didn't let him step up, when they didn't take that Deontay Wilder fight, and he took the route that he took. You're not going to get yuppies behind Anthony Joshua in the United States. Graylin Watch said, well stated, Fanon. If Kovalev won that fight, he would have given them respect as pound for pound. They decry the tactics of Floyd, and Ward was the antithesis. All class, want all the smoke. Yeah, and he was a rough fight. He's a rough fighter. All of that, man. All of that. And that's what happened, man. It's what it is, man. Fanon. Ooh, what is this? I saw something about Fanon, a UK channel. Oh man, I want to see this comment before I get off. Fanon, Lennox Lewis smokes Joshua in every area, ethics, morale, ability, and genuine all areas. Yeah, man, that dude can fight, man. God dog, that dude can fight. And you ain't beating him. That's another Lennox Lewis. He got his money in the United States because you couldn't beat him. You know, Fanon, a UK channel, Brian Oyola. That's what I was looking for. Fanon, a UK channel told me UK boxing is it and US boxing is dead. I said, okay, talk only about UK boxing and no US boxers or fights and see how your channel does. He went silence. You can't do it. You cannot do it. You'll be talking about great fights, though, but you'll be talking about Ryan Burnett. You'll be talking about Ryan Burnett. You'll be talking about Josh Kelly. You'll be talking about Josh Taylor. You'll talk about Danny Dubois. I love all those guys. I like all those guys. UK has fights that I'd love to see. But you're not going to be talking about the best fighters. You're not going to be talking about the best fighters in the world. You're going to be missing out on the vast majority of boxing conversation. Yeah, you'll be talking about Kell Brook, talking about Amir Khan, James DeGale. I mean, they got fighters. I'm not going to crap on that, but yeah, you can't live off that. You know what I mean? People ain't going to try to. You will be talking about United States boxing. You will. Tito Carlos said, I'm not with the UK boxing. They got some good stuff, man. I mean, I enjoy watching it. I'm looking forward to their fights, but I'm not trying to insult it, but it's domestic level boxing. They've got a lot of interest in domestic level boxing. And if you notice, they don't even let in the UK, how often do you see, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, if you ever even see two non-UK fighters fighting each other in the UK? Like, how often do you see that? How often do you see a fight like Gervonta Davis versus Vasyl Lomachenko in the UK? Most of the fights that I see there have to do with, yeah, I like watching Frampton Nonito in there too. But most of the fights in the UK have cats from the UK fighting somebody not from the UK. In the United States, you see two fighters who aren't from the US fighting each other all the time. You see, like probably the biggest pay-per-view of the year, supposed to be the biggest pay-per-view of the year, is in the United States and Vegas is between two fighters who aren't even from the United States. In Gennady Golovkin and Canelo Alvarez. You see that all the time. UK, they don't even get to see that. It's always a local fighter from the UK fighting another fighter, maybe another fighter from outside the UK. But most of the time, it's like, look, you have in the last, Dillian White versus Joseph Parker. So that's a UK fighter. Carlos Takam versus Derek Chisora. Derek Chisora was a UK fighter. They're all UK. I mean, they all have UK fighters with them in their fights. So how can you ever really be a global? How can you ever be a global spotlight for boxing if every fight that you have of significance has to have a UK fighter in it? It's domestic boxing. That's what it is. Even the Anthony Joshua fight, they're all domestic fights. D74, you only missing Marlo and Train. We could get the trivia popping off here and see how many folks in here really know boxing. You know that, dog. Tommy McShane says, Fanon, why do you think the most competitive fight at Matchroom was coming up is Danny Jacobs? It's because he's American. And he can't. And he can't sell him fighting a bum in the UK. Yeah, I mean, it's exactly. He's not going to be fighting in the UK against an American. But yeah, no, man, they're not. It's trying. Eddie Hearn knows he's trying to come over the United States because this is where the international boxing scene is. Most everywhere else is domestic boxing. It's domestic boxing. The United States, from what I can see, is the only place where you really consistently see international boxing, where you can have anybody, any two people from any area of the world come and fight one another. You can have a Manny Pacquiao versus Juan Manuel Marquez and have it sell in the United States. You can have Orlando Salido Lomachenko. Jorge Linares Lomachenko. You can have all kind. You can do that. Gennady Golovkin versus whoever. Vanis Martirosyan, I think it's from US, but it is what it is. Y'all get my point, man. So anyway, man, I'm going a little bit longer than I want to, and I'm gonna bounce out, man. Much love to everybody in the super chat. Thank everybody from coming in and checking it out, man. Lomachenko Walters, exactly. One's from the Caribbean, one's from the Ukraine. Yep, Lomachenko, Rigo. It's international boxing over here, man. That's what it is, man. Fanon, it's good. Rory Tabori, Fanon, good fight coming up. Philip, yeah, Wojciech and Amir Mansour. Cool, I'm looking forward to that. Yamaguchi Falco is a Brazilian boxer that only fights in the United States. Yeah, we get that, man. All right, man. So look, I got to roll. I got work to do and all that good stuff. Thanks for everybody for showing up. I'll check y'all out. More than likely, I'll do one tomorrow morning. If not, I'll catch you on Monday after Trill Boxing Talk. Much love to everybody in the chat. Thank you so much for supporting in the super chat. And with that, I'm out.